We begin Quickcast with breaking news. Salt Lake County has confirmed the first case of COVID-19 at the Gail Miller Resource Center in Salt Lake City. The health department is testing others at risk for exposure there. The Resource Center says they had been taking extra precautions to try to avoid the virus. Governor Gary Herbert says he's following health stats and things are looking good for our state. The governor's looking at moving Utah from red to orange on a color-coded system as soon as next week. That means some businesses can start to reopen.
The data is what's going to drive us, which is what is going to help us make the decision. Not because of politics, it's not because of some fear-mongering.
Restaurants could start allowing dine-in services and gyms could reopen, but things will be different. Employees will have to get temperature checks and social distancing will be enforced. 4 more people have died from COVID-19, bringing the death toll to 39 in Utah. We also have 170 new positive cases, putting the statewide total to just under 3,800. More than 84,000 people have been tested statewide. Salt Lake County DA Sim Gill says 2 Salt Lake police officers were justified in using deadly force at the Park Place Apartments last August. Gill says officers shot and killed 29-year-old Richie Santiago when Santiago shot at them during an attempted arrest. Gill commended the officers for protecting others from injury during the shootout. On the first full day of Ramadan, we learned a mosque in Salt Lake City had been vandalized last week. Only 1 window was broken, but that was enough for Salt Lake City Mayor Aaron Mendenhall and Police Chief Mike Brown to condemn what happened. Investigators are investigating whether this was a hate crime or an accident. Kristen.
Well, it's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. And just like it was today, a lot of sunshine and temperatures warming quickly. In fact, we're going to see those temperatures go way up this weekend compared to where they were this week. And they'll go up even higher next week. So let's take a look at the temperatures right now, or tomorrow morning, I should say. We'll be in the mid-40s in the morning, 50s down south, and we'll start off with a lot of sunshine. Going into the afternoon for your Saturday, temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s for Salt Lake and Provo, 60s for the Wasatch Back, and down in St. George will be in the middle 60s for highs. 7-day forecast for southern Utah, 90s move in by Sunday, and then we'll really feel the 90s next week with each day climbing into the mid-90s, overnight lows in the low to mid 60s. Northern Utah, there is a slight chance we could see a little rain on Sunday morning, but more cloud cover than anything else. And then by Sunday afternoon, we're back to sunshine and highs in the mid 70s, upper 70s on Monday, and then the warmest temperatures so far this year, starting Wednesday, we jump to the low to mid 80s.
Thank you, Kristen. Thousands of Utahns struggling during the pandemic gathered in line at the Maverick Center all day today to get food and produce. Cars started gathering well before the sun came up this morning. By 10:30, there were 1,500 cars in line, with many of the side streets blocked off. With enough food to fill 10 semi-trucks, the Utah Food Bank says this all happened without any advertising.
It's a word-of-mouth scenario. We find that the communities we're helping are very in tune with each other, with their neighborhoods, with their church groups, with their families. So the word spreads very quickly. This
was the largest mobile distribution event the Utah Food Bank has ever hosted. For more than a month now, Utah restaurants have been working through restrictions because of COVID-19. With those restrictions possibly being lifted soon, dining out might look a little different than before the pandemic. Thomas Cobb is the co-owner of Tokyo Teriyaki. He, like many others, is doing things like pre-packaging all condiments, moving seats farther apart, putting up plexiglass dividers, and limiting cash payments.
Not only for the protection of ourselves and our staff and my highly pregnant wife, but also the patrons who are coming into the restaurant.
The statewide restriction on restaurants runs out on May 1st, 1 week from today. And while the governor has the option to extend it, today, he made clear he's looking towards slowly getting businesses back up and running. Restaurant owners at the Gateway remind you they are also open for curbside pickup. Rio Grande Street has been transformed into a food pickup destination. The director of operations for Cheddar Burger says they're doing about 30% of normal sales, so offering curbside pickup is helping to keep their doors open.
No matter how far it is, we're just doing it. We're trying to make it convenient for guests, safe for guests, and just trying to do what we can for the community and for my team as well.
Vestar, which owns the Gateway, is offering assistance like rent deferral to help keep the effort up and everyone in business. Finally, a Syracuse teen has turned a school project into a chalk art display for her entire neighborhood. Brielle Hippolito at first just drew a picture of Winnie the Pooh for her art class. Her family got in on the fun, and now there are more than 24 Disney characters on the driveway and sidewalk.
I really hope that it gives people a smile and kind of make someone's day with just seeing something cute.
You made our day, Brielle. She also wrote a message to the community with inspiration from Peter Pan. Think happy thoughts. Not only did Brielle pass the assignment, she got extra credit. That's the Fox 13 Quickcast. The day's top stories in just 5 minutes. Now, don't go anywhere. Modern Family starts now.